The Roxy in Uxbridge is in its second act. In 1996, Kathy Christoph and her husband Mark purchased the 1950s building. The original cinema had closed and became a convenience store. They renovated and reopened it once again as a movie theater. For the lifelong Uxbridge resident, she wanted to give back to the community. But lately, the community has backed out.
It's not really that many people here anymore. If you're lucky, you maybe get 20, 30 people.
The Roxy Theatres of Uxbridge isn't the only local independent movie theatre in Canada struggling. In fact, many operators say they are in a crisis and on the verge of closing. Certainly, COVID-19 set many back, and just as many say, they haven't yet bounced back.
We are still not even at 50% capacity. And so I always say we're in recovery mode. I can only go so long.
The movie-watching landscape has changed. Streaming services are dominating. It's all foreshadowing a familiar ending.
We're getting to the point now where if we can't improve our numbers, we won't be able to stay open.
According to a recent report by the Network of Independent Exhibitors, 60% of independent movie theaters are operating in the red by the end of their fiscal year. A big reason, the report goes on to say, is a few financial hits these local cinemas are having to absorb, and large players like Disney calling the shots.
The fact that these large American studios are able to come in and really dictate how these small Canadian businesses are running, we think is problematic.
Essentially, film distributors dictate what films can screen and for how long.
All what NICE is asking for is flexibility and fair access to film.
It's an ongoing negotiation, but the public needs to show its passion too.
As a whole, Uxbridge would be devastated and it would leave a very, very big hole if we lost the Roxy.
We sponsor the soccer teams, we sponsor the hockey teams, we donate to all fundraising events. We have fundraising events.
It's a cinematic, symbiotic relationship, one that can connect generations.
I now have little grandchildren. It's so wonderful to have something right in the community that I can take them to.
While theater owners are asking for the government's help, they ultimately need the public to come out to the movies. Many independent operators say they need about $50,000 annually over the next 3 years to get back to a financially viable position. Emma Convey, Global News.